Now at 6, a Miami-Dade County judge has already ruled that it's unconstitutional for the city of Miami to move its election dates without voter input. And just last night, an appeals court agreed.
But the city of Miami is not done fighting this in court. CBS News Miami's Steve Majiri breaks down how this case could impact other cities' elections.
Miami mayoral candidate Emilio Gonzalez had initially sued the city of Miami to block an ordinance that moved Miami's elections from 2025 to 2026. He succeeded, and even though an appeals court upheld that decision, the city's attorney said in a statement, "We appreciate the court's swift review of this matter and its acknowledgement of the valid reasons for aligning city of Miami elections with state and county elections. However, we are exploring further appellate options." Miami City Commission Chairwoman Christine King said in her own statement, "Although I voted in favor of revising our election schedule to increase voter participation based on my understanding that our proposed process was legally sound, I understand and respect the appellate court's decision." In May, the Coral Gables City Commission voted to move its own elections from April of odd-numbered years to November in even-numbered years. Coral Gables Vice Mayor Rhonda Anderson told us this case could have a wide reach, including in her city.
It applies the same to every city, as I see it.
Coral Gables Mayor Vince Lago was unavailable for an interview today, but Lago had told us last week that he wanted to move his city's election dates for the same reason as Miami, and he says it saves taxpayer money.
The legislation that I proffered shaves 5 months from my term. I'm willing to give those 5 months because I believe, as a son of immigrants who came from Cuba, from a dictatorship, there is nothing more important than protecting our democracy.
Coral Gables City Commissioner Melissa Castro says she's drafted her own ordinance to undo the city's election date change. She says voters should decide when their elections are held.
At this point, it doesn't matter if it's April or November. Just let the people vote.
As for Miami's litigation, Mayor Lago told me off camera that he's still waiting to see what the city's attorneys do next in this case. But Mayor Lago did tell me that the issue of Coral Gables' election dates will be brought up in the next City Commission meeting on August 26th. In Coral Gables, Steve Majiri, CBS News, Miami.